You're amazing. You are wonderful. You are kind. You are smart. You are compassionate. You are understanding. You are empathetic. But you also don't take shit off of people. Somewhere along the way, on your journey, you got tired of feeling like the only one who had those qualities. And your energy started dwindling. Whether it's from parenting alone, doing life alone. I'm seeing the Ten of Wands in my mind's eye. It's like too much responsibility, too much burden. And now it's like, I'm hearing playing possum, like, I'm just dead. I don't want to move. I don't want to do anything. I was reminded this morning about going back to basics. Just something in me made me scroll all the way down to the bottom of my videos. And I'm listening to these readings that I'm doing from about 3 years ago. I think it'll be 3 years in September. The past version of you didn't know what direction you were going to go in. It didn't know who you were going to come in contact with, what was going to happen. Because if you had, probably wouldn't have taken that road. There was a confidence, but like a confidence of like the fool. Like that, I don't care anymore. I'm just going. You stood strong by your convictions. You didn't let anybody talk down to you. You had enough strength to protect you and others. But today there is a melancholic energy, solemn grief for a past version of yourself, for a way that you used to be, or a way of life that you used to live, people that have left your life. Something that I'm being reminded of this morning also is going back to basics. Remembering the basics. Because I say, or have said probably a million times on my videos, coloring was the way that I was able to clear my mind. And lately I've been getting frustrated because I've got a handful of coloring pages I can't finish. It's not doing it for me. And that lets me know that it's time to take stock, time to reflect, adjust. The person I'm talking to is a master at adaptation. It doesn't matter where you are. You go with the flow. But you've been suffering in silence. You don't want to ask for help. I feel like I've already asked for so much help. I don't want to ask again. You want somebody to see that you're struggling and just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. My daughter and I, the other day, were talking about my old journals, and it was sitting right here in front of me. And I'm being called to, I randomly picked a page and my finger is sitting in it right now. I'm almost scared of what it says. But here we go. July 21st, 2024 at 7:40 a.m. People, places, and things come and go like the ebb and flow of the ocean. The only constant I know is with spirit and my angels and ancestors and guides. A special impromptu visit to Myrtle seemed in order. Funny how the full moon in Capricorn was at 100% at 6:20 a.m. and we arrived at 5:30. It looks like a backdrop to a movie scene, and we're watching through VR goggles. Things are peaceful. Smiles, laughs, playing, finding seashells, creating a sofa in the sand so I can comfortably write and tan at the same time. Country on the speaker, our spot on the beach set up with sand-free zones for resting and snacking, twisted tea, cheap peach wine from the local dollar store, and an assortment of turkey or PB&Js that populate the 2-person tent I brought for shelter from the sun. Somebody's Problem by Morgan Wallen plays, and I feel a sadness come over me. I just want one person to choose me and keep choosing me, no matter what. The waves roll in, bringing forth seashell gifts and oceanic wildlife to the line where my heaven on earth meets my nautical dreams. Though it's a long way, the horizon is peppered with glimmering reflections of morning, of the morning sky above. Pigeons, crows, and gulls take turns circling above and then landing while they cackle about their morning. A few drops of rain tried to threaten my peace with whispers of storms a few hours away. Reality briefly knocks. Nope, nobody's home today. I'm busy playing at the beach. The beach houses lined down the shore keep catching my eye. I'm reminded of a vision. It was the first one I can recall. One moment I sat in my backyard surrounded by the sound of birds chirping, and the next I was on a beach. I only knew by the sound until my mind flooded with images of a place I only knew was mine. And as White Horse by Chris Stapleton plays as I try to close my journal. So, somebody's problem. Two-tone tank top slipping off her shoulder, kind of girl. Once she steps out, the world stands still. Ooh, I think I like where this is going. I already know it's she's somebody's problem, somebody's goodbye, somebody's last call number that they can't find, somebody's best day, somebody's worst night, somebody's reason for leaving on a porch light. Think about them tan lines, and I'm thinking, damn, I'd love to drown in them heartbreaking blue eyes. She's somebody's problem. She's somebody's problem. Somebody's problem's about to be mine. I haven't listened to it in a long time, so mostly because it makes me sad. Because I've always felt like the problem. Everybody's problem. Even if I don't start out as the problem, I end up the problem. Discarded. Brokenhearted. White horse. It's a funny story, actually. So, if you've been following me for any kind of amount of time, I had a very significant time where my entire world was dismantled. Not right now. Anyways, my person went to. I had to put my person in prison as a stay-at-home mom with 3 kids, and I didn't know what was going to happen. I still did right by myself and my kids. And yes. No. Are you able to vacuum the floor yourself? Well, just because you don't want to doesn't mean it's not a responsibility. Okay, well then you guys got to figure it out. It's part of growing up, baby. You got to vacuum the floor. Tell Sissy to do it. Tell her I said. Such is the life of being a parent. Anyways. I was angry I was very, very angry. And I was tired of getting the YouTube notifications about your twin flame this and your person this, because my person fucked me over. My person betrayed me in the most destabilizing way anybody could possibly betray me personally. By inflicting trauma and abuse in a way that echoed my childhood to my child. Now it's been over 3 years ago. But the reason I'm saying that is because even though I had turned off those notifications, somehow I still received a YouTube music notification. And it was before White Horse even got on the radio. I actually haven't listened to that song in a long time either. I thought about it a couple weeks ago. Oh shit, I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics. I was trying to remember. I'm like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. White Horse by Chris Stapleton. All right. Lyrics. Thank you. No! I tried to change it to cold. White horse. This love is getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a loaded gun. My, it's turning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding off into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you want to wait for, hold on tight, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White horse. So, I'm listening to this. And the next verse is what struck me. Someday, maybe you can have your way. Right now's just not the time. Something a man's just got to do. I wish you could change my mind. So this told me not to give up on love. And my person was out there. They just weren't there yet. I'm gonna be honest with you, they still ain't here yet. Some days I think that my person incarnated as a rock or a plant. Maybe earth energy is significant. Maybe you're an earth sign, or it's part of your, you got an earth sign in one of your big three. But in my mind's eye right now, it's like I can see somebody holding on for dear life. Now I'm seeing, you know, like when the undertow catches you and it drags you under and you have to fight to get back to air, and you're like, and then another wave crashes on top of you, and then another. That's what this energy is like. But the fact that I went back, like that was the journal entry that was the spirit picked for us today, wherever it went. I'm sorry, I just opened it up again and it says trust, trickery, denial, seduction, destruction, guilt, fate, resurrection, concealment, hubris, integrity, curiosity, and transformation. That's it. That's not. Yes. 2 nights. You're welcome. I'm trying to find this entry again. Okay, fuck it. Whatever. I'm not gonna force it, because then I'll just sit here and waste everybody's time. So, back to basics. Now I'm hearing the root. The center of everything in your life, it starts with you. If love and compassion do not start with yourself, then it is incomplete for others. It's one of my favorite quotes, self-care cards for my soul truth deck. I'm hearing it as a time to play, as a time for fun. In the mornings, when my kids were still going to public school, it's been over a year now. They just graduated their first year of homeschooling. Thank you. That was not easy. They hated getting up in the morning, especially my daughter. She is not a morning person. Neither am I. And I was learning about morning affirmations and the importance of starting your day right. And when I say right, I mean when you start it in a positive way, it's like it is more likely to continue going in that way. If you start it in a shitty attitude, it's probably going to keep going that way. It's highly unlikely that something's just going to cheer you up. It's not anybody else's job to cheer us up. I was also reminded about a song that I wrote over 3 years ago. I hadn't thought about it in a really long time. But back to basics. At night when I lay down, think about the day, the tough times, the choices, and all the things I'd change. From yelling over sibling wars to crying in the bathroom floor. There's days I need some time to tell myself I'll be alright. Happy ain't my destination, it's the only way I'm traveling. They say nothing's ever easy, and if it is, it ain't worth having. The walking done inside my shoes, I'm the only one who knows the truth, and I don't care if my grass ain't green to you. There are people that are way, way, way too concerned about what you're doing, how you're doing it. I'm hearing gossip and spirit saying gossip, shit talking, and it's behind your back. It's people you know. Most likely in your immediate life or immediate environment. Don't kid yourself into thinking that they wouldn't. They would. Even if you are not a gossip yourself, when I say gossip or shit talking, I mean like blatantly displaying contemptuous behavior, like just talking down about people in general. Like, pay attention to how the people around you talk. Are they building people up, or are they tearing people down? Are they complaining a whole bunch, or are they actively trying to heal themselves and leave the planet a better place than they found it? There are people whose entire relationships the foundation is bonding over contempt and grievances, victimhood. That just makes me ill. Because they cling to their victimhood so fucking hard, they wouldn't know who they are without it. Not in a transformative way of, this is what I've been through, this is what I learned, this is where I am now. In a, I'm going to continue telling this story over and over again and not have any lessons about it. And if you question me about it, I'm just going to say, it's my trauma. Okay, well, you going to do anything about that? You going to put some work in? Or are you just going to continue to be shit? Like, act shitty towards people and blame your trauma? Because you know what? You know what that does? That is putting who you are and why you behave in somebody else's hands, giving somebody else your power. I'm sorry, I can't do that. I can't let somebody else be the reason that I'm doing something. I'm like, not in that way. I know you know what I mean. I'm hearing clearing space. I'm hearing cleaning space. So maybe I'm seeing moving boxes in my mind's eye, but maybe you're just like cleaning your room, cleaning the house, decluttering. Maybe you're painting your room a new color, transforming the space. I'm going to pull an angel and ancestor card, and then I'm going to close this out because Spirit said so, and I say thank you and how high. Wow. The direction guardian, choose your path. That was one thing that kept coming up in my videos from early on was, oh my God. Sorry, synchronicities. Eagle, lion, that looks like the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God, the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, it's got the 4 faces. Okay, the wheel. Wow, okay. We cannot blindly walk off of a cliff like the fool. We have to get clear about who we want to be, who that person is. What kind of attitude do they have? What do they do when they wake up in the morning? How do they speak? How do they dress? How do they move through their day? And then we need to start acting like them. Because that is how we come into alignment with the path that we want. But we have to choose a direction, because if we don't... Oh, there's a Cheshire Cat quote. If you don't know where you're going, then all roads lead there. And it's like, that's overwhelming to think about. Like, you can't go in all directions, because you'd be fragmenting yourself, split into a bunch of pieces. Like, no. But if you know your destination, I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz in my mind's eye right now. Dorothy doesn't know which way to go, and then she sees, Emerald City. The color green is also significant. She sees Emerald City and she's like, that's the way, and then they go. She knew her path. This is where I'm going, and so she went. So we have to choose a path. All right. Connect with your deepest desires, then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These are amazing angels. Oh, these amazing angels. You are amazing angels. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we are at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. When we are unsure of what is right in front of us or of the bigger picture. They can help us know what is best for all involved. The Direction Guardian card refers to the vision of the Hebrew prophet Ezekiel. Why am I trying to squint? Much better. Who is said to have seen an angel with 4 different faces. One was a child, or cherub, one was a bull, one was a lion, and one was an eagle. The 4 faces show that angels can appear in many guises and guide us in many different directions, but always for our highest good. Your path isn't set in stone, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. I'm hearing it's a 311 song. Shit. You can't be let down if you don't expect the world. All right. Oh, I put my eyes back on top of my head. All right. None of them are wrong, as they all hold perfect opportunities to grow and learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So, if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. I think the last thing that Spirit wants me to say is something that past me reminded me today. You don't have to, I say all the time, I don't have to do anything but pay taxes and die. And really, I don't even have to do that. I could go to jail for not paying taxes. Totally could. I don't have to do anything that I don't want to do. Neither do you. We don't have to put up with bullshit from people. We don't have to put up with lies, fakeness, backstabbing, contempt, covert contempt. If it doesn't make you happy, don't do it. If it makes you, and maybe I shouldn't say happy, if it makes you feel alive, do it. If it doesn't, if you feel like you're giving away a part of your soul to continue doing something, whether it is a relationship, a job, a home, a place, a friend, a family member, if you feel like you have to dim your light, who you are, your truth, then that place isn't for you. That person isn't for you. We are messy, and we are beautifully human. We have to accept where we are as a result of our own choices, and sometimes the choices of others. But we let those people into our lives. And so we have to accept accountability for that. I'm here because of me. And now I'm going to get out of here because of me. God does not expect perfection, because there is no perfect human being. God just wants us to, I'm hearing, remember who you are, remember where you come from, not like in the 3D sense, in the spiritual sense. You are a fragment of source. You are a fragment of the Creator in a human body having a human experience. We are here to perceive life and learn and love and take it back to source. To evolve, for our souls to evolve, to transform. And we cannot do that if we are around people, places, and things that do not serve our highest good or the frequency that we are in. And you cannot after you've already said it once, if things keep happening or behavior doesn't change, they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. You are at a frequency up here and they're at a frequency down here, and they want to interact with you. The only way that they can do that is if you come down here to them, because it's way too hard for them to come up here, because they would have to put in the inner work that you have done to come all the way up here. They can't do that, which is why when we choose ourselves, people fall away. They get pissed off. They get, their ego, not in a, from a psychological standpoint, the ego feels attacked. Not because you did anything, but because you are reminding them of what they aren't doing for themselves. And they would rather shatter the mirror than to look in it and see themselves for who they truly are. And there's no way, after you have already articulated your side, there's no communicating with people that choose to misunderstand you. It's like, this is another thing I heard in my videos this morning. It's like being on walkie-talkies, but on different frequencies. You can't hear shit. It doesn't matter how hard you try. You're not going to be able to communicate. Different frequencies. It's not going to work. So, today, whether you need to rest, whether you need to take a break from your environment, from a person, go to the park, go to the mall, go bowling, take yourself to lunch, I don't know. Whatever it is that you need to do. Do it. And don't apologize for it. Because the most important person in your story is you. And you are here for a purpose. And I'm hearing, and the greatest of these is love. You're a gift. You are a gift to this world. And your greatest gift is love. But you got to start by loving yourself. Okay? All right. I got to go get a hold of these hellions because I am taking a break from my environment today too. So, I love you guys so much. More than you could possibly imagine. I want to hold each and every one of you and hug you. I also want you to know that I'm holding space for your shadows. Accepting that we are imperfect human beings is hard because we set the bar really high for ourselves. But you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be. Okay? And in this space, you are safe to be. Okay? All right. I love you guys so much. Drop me a like, comment, so that this message can get to who needs to hear it. All right? And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.